These days, flights to Burma are filled with wide-eyed tourists and foreign investors keen to profit from a hot new frontier market. But one notable exception to this year's promising Burmese narrative is the ethnic violence that is one of the most intractable problems facing the country's young hybrid civilian-military government. Over the past few days, violence between the Arakanese Rakhine and Rohingya communities erupted again in the country's far west, leaving at least 56 dead, according to an Arakan state official's estimate. State media on Friday put the death toll at 12. In June, scores were killed and thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. More than 70,000 mostly Rohingya were left homeless in another bloody spasm in Arakan state. Many remain without shelter today, living in the most basic of refugee camps. The bloodshed has polarized Burma, which is officially known as Myanmar. Some people from Burma's ethnic Badmar or Burman nationality, which shares a Buddhist faith with the Arakanese, accuse the Muslim Rohingya of being recent illegal immigrants from nearby Bangladesh. They contend that the Rohingya, most of whom do not have Burmese citizenship, should be deported. The Bangladeshi government also refuses most members of the 800,000-strong community citizenship. When thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. I was in Sittwe, the capital of Arakan state earlier this year. Arakanese told me they felt that the Rohingya were waging the kind of fertility war by procreating more prolifically than the local Buddhist population. The Rohingya countered that most of their population had lived in Arakan for generations and that they were unfairly stripped of their citizenship by a controversial 1982 law passed by the country's long-running military regime. During their nearly half a century in power, the generals that ruled Burma until last year were particularly repressive toward the at least one-third of thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The nation that is composed of ethnic minorities. Both the Rohingya and the Arakanese were marginalized by the Badmar junta. But the United Nations has labeled the Rohingya one of the world's most oppressed minorities. Thousands of Rohingya have fled Arakan on crowded boats to eke out precarious lives as undocumented workers elsewhere in Asia. More, treatment of Muslim Rohingya minorities shows Burma has a long way to go. President Thein Sein, the retired general who has introduced a series of reforms in one of the world's most closed societies, has stated that the thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. Rohingya are not Burmese nationals. Earlier this month, the Burmese president prevented the organization of the Islamic Conference from opening up offices in Burma, after Buddhist clerics protested the Muslim body's proposed entry into the country. Even Burma's democracy icon Aung San Suu Kyi has tended to shy away publicly from the ethnic issue, although while on a trip to the U.S. last month she did address the fragile state of Burmese ethnic unity. We have to learn to live together as a union. We had great hopes that our diversity would be our strength.